My name is Andrew Malone. I think I'm about 75 years old now. I live with Miss Stephen Malone about 6 miles from Mason, that's Deposition County, Tennessee. I always belonged to him, and since about the second year of the big war, we've been living with him, except for 2 years, that is, yeah. Except 2 years after the war was over. I came acquainted with Miss Clement, the claimant. She was my mistress and married Mr. Alex Clements. His surname Charles Alexander Clements. This is before the war. He died. He died before the war, and when he died, she left his plantation in charge of all black folks and went to live with Mr. Malone, who's actually her stepfather. She had stock and cattle on her place. The claimant, Miss Clement, last saw her property by the Yankee soldiers during the war. I don't know the year. I don't know what year it was, but the war had been going on for some time at that point. Miss Clements went ahead and bought 6 head of hogs near Covington, Tennessee, and sent me and one of the boys and Alex with the wagon out to fetch them. We took 3 mules and a horse with the wagon. When we got there, where the hogs were, we killed them. We cleaned them, and we started to head back home pretty early in the morning, about middle of the day. We was about 8-9 miles from on Mason and the Covington Road. That's when we met a large body of Yankee soldiers coming from back Mason way and going toward Covington. They stopped us. I was driving, and I was, as you say, obliged to stop. First thing they did was drive the wagon right up beside me and take 2 hogs and threw them right in their wagon and drove away. The hogs had only been cleaned and not butchered, but then a big crowd of soldiers rode up all around the wagon and commanded to cutting the other 4 hogs, cut them up in all kind of pieces, and they tied them around themselves with strings. They took all except 2 hog heads, which they told me that I might have. 3 of the men got down off their horses, and they threw their gear on the 3 mules and got along on them, rode off with the body of soldiers. I ain't never seen these mules afterwards, and they gave me an old gray one that was fairly poor and badly worn out, and they said I might get on home with them. I don't know who commanded these soldiers. I ain't asked, and I ain't hear them say so. The hogs weigh about 200 pounds each when they clean them, if not more. I don't know what pork was worth then or what mistress paid for it. I don't know what use the soldiers made of the pork, but they were very young, lively mules. 2 of them were about 3 years old. We raised them and broke them. They were mighty large. The other one, Miss Clements Baldwin, was a pretty good mule, but not as large as the ones we raised. They were all in fine order and fat. And while the men was taking the meat, black man got down off his horse, took my saddle I was riding on, put it on his nag. My mistress made me a present of that saddle. It was old master's riding saddle, when he was living, it was a nice one which hadn't been used much. She made it for me, and I don't know what that saddle might have cost. Some soldiers wanted me to, they say they want me to go with them, and I believe they would have taken me if it had not been for a man who rode up and kind of looked like an officer. He told the boys, let that old man alone. He looked like an honest old man, let him alone.
Fall back!
He didn't say anything about the property that was taken from all these soldiers that was on horseback. I saw at the time others that kind of looked to be officers. They ain't say anything about the property that they saw was taken. The soldiers wanted me to go with them, stay with them, but I wouldn't do it. I went on home. Yeah, I went on home.